I love castles. To me, medieval castles have an indescribable beauty. Seeing their impressive gates, huge walls, and marvelous towers leaves me breathless. Few things give me more pleasure than carefully observing their architecture. Contrasting castles with the beautiful countryside that usually surrounds them seems almost like a heavenly experience to me. In my opinion, castles can be defined with just one word. They are simply glorious. Can you see it? To glorify is to be able to appreciate the qualities of an object or a person. To glorify is to admire the characteristics that distinguish something or someone. Is to have eyes to see what makes them different, unique, attractive. In other words, glorifying is being able to see the beauty of something. What is glorifying God? It's being able to appreciate His beauty. It's finding delight in His virtues. It is not just speaking of His glory or being able to explain it and describe it. To glorify is to esteem, to treasure, to value who God is. It is being static with His person and with everything He has done for us. It is enjoying His mercy and longing for others to enjoy it as well. It is finding God worthy of my love and therefore loving everything that He is. You know what? If you think about it for a moment, to glorify is to enjoy something above other things. Giving glory to someone is precisely perceiving that someone as different. We are basically telling them from the very bottom of our hearts, you're not common. You're not normal. You're special and unique. Think, for example, of the best soccer players in history, or the name of the most illustrious painters who have ever existed. What do we do when we talk about them? We exalt them. We lift them up. We elevate them above the rest. For us, they are different. They stand out. Why? Because they do things that are not normal. Because they are capable of doing things that no one else can do. Whether it's painting or gold, for us, they distinguish themselves from the rest. In other words, we glorify them. I want you to understand something as important as it is paradoxical. The ultimate goal of the Christian life is not to live for the glory of God. The ultimate goal of the Christian life is to perceive God as glorious. If you think about it for a moment, the first sentence focuses on me, on what I do. The second sentence focuses on God, on how valuable He is. What do I mean? Let me give you an example to illustrate it. Did you know that the most expensive painting in history was sold for 160 million euros? It was painted by Pablo Picasso, a Spanish painter. Did you know that Picasso Museum is in Malaga, right in the city where I live? Personally, I don't like paintings in general, much less Picasso's works. But let's say a friend comes to visit me in Malaga. Then I talk to him about the value of the painting. I convince him to go to the Picasso Museum. and I even buy him a ticket. When we arrive, I take a brochure and I start telling him about all the virtues of Picasso's painting. What am I doing at that moment? I am exalting the painting. I am living for its glory. Think about it. I have spent time reading about the painting. I have told others about its value. I have spent money for someone else to know how incredible that painting is. But do I find it beautiful? Do I perceive it attractive? For me, do I love the painting with all my heart, with all my soul, and with all my mind as a true art lover would? Do you see it now? My main goal should not be to impress God with my obedience, with my Bible reading, or with my dedication. My main goal should be to be impressed with Him. The key isn't to focus on what I do for Him. The key is to be impacted by what He has done for me. Of course, the result of perceiving God as glorious is to live for His glory. When He is my greatest treasure and value, then, like the man in the parable who found the treasure, no one has to force me to live for His glory. I myself want to abandon everything and dedicate my life to honoring God and telling others about His worth. Do you see it now? Living for the glory of God is the result of enjoying His glory.